Despite 1 year of drought-like conditions that are now biting hard, Guyana's rice farmers have kept the faith and with the help of government in ensuring the availability of irrigation water, have sown more than 154,000 acres or 81% of the targeted 190,000 acres. In mid-November, farmers were unsure of planting in the face of persistent drought-like conditions that had dried up drainage and irrigation channels. But Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa got involved and in the whirlwind tour of all rice-growing regions assured rice farmers that irrigation water would be made available in a timely manner. And so it was. By the first week of December, sowing of the 2024 first crop began in earnest. In Region 2, a total of 27,000 acres of lands have been sown so far, of the 37,000 acres prepared. However, the targeted acreage is 28,000. In Region 3, the target is 13,000 acres, of which more than 12,000 acres have already been sown. For Region 4, farmers have sown 8,000 of the 9,000 acres prepared. In Region 5, rice farmers have sown 60,000 acres of the targeted 85,000 acres to date, with sowing still ongoing. In Region 6, farmers have sown 47,000 of the 55,000 acres targeted, with sowing still ongoing. Through the interventions of the Ministry of Agriculture, pumps have been putting fresh water into irrigation channels from conservancies such as those at MMA and in Region 2. While in Region 6, pumps are pumping water from the upper reaches of the Berbice River into the relevant irrigation channels. With the expected rains, it is anticipated that those conservancies will be replenished, ensuring the availability of water for the duration of the crop. Commenting on the performance of the rice sector in 2023, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa said the sector has done extremely well despite the many challenges it faced on several fronts. He pointed to the interventions of government throughout 2023 as clear demonstrations of government's commitment to agriculture in Guyana.
In 2023, we saw an increase in paddy production by 7%, which translates to the production of 653,706 metric tons. That is a 43,111 metric ton increase in the production in 2023 compared to 2022 production of 610,595. So we have seen an increase in production, and this is rice production, right? Rice production by 43,111 metric tons from last year to this year. Notably favorable weather condition, our variety in the yield have increased from 6.2 tons to 6.3 tons per hectare. We earn approximately $45.2 billion in export, $210 million in 2023, over $3 billion more than 2022. We have new markets in different parts of the world. Due to our groundbreaking research, we have a very robust research team. We have been working with ECA, and you know at the last Agri-Investment Expo, we have launched the zinc-enriched variety, rice variety, call it the Bi-fortified rice, and that name is GRD ECA 17 variety in October, where we are now growing zinc, the supplement, in the rice. For our scientists to continue on this path and conduct more trials, we have renovation of the plant breeding lab and at the Burma Rice Research Station. So we are enhancing that lab, and we are hoping that we can do more research and bring out better variety of these rice. We have constructed to date, over the last 3 years, 8 drying floors across the country, the various parts of the region. And we are now upper the Blackbush seed processing facility has started operation there. That was down for a number of years, and we have recently started out operation there, and that will produce close to about 6,000 bags of paddy for approximately 600 farmers in the Blackbush fold will be benefiting. And over the next few years, we will continue expansion of these rice processing facilities, these seed processing facilities across the country.
Responding to questions during his end-of-year press conference, the Agriculture Minister highlighted the interventions made for farmers of Mahaica-Maikoni areas in the west coast of Berbice and on the Quarantine, where access to irrigation water had posed serious problems for farmers.
When the farmers complained about the salt water, we had the high tide. Now the water has been cutting, even though the local term, reducing them.
Correct.
And when the water reduces, you have more drafting periods, the water can go out of the channel. That the NDR has been working with. But at the same time, we install pumps at various points which is bringing in fresh water into the system. And we open up a creek, what is the creek name? That creek that the liner spoke about, so that fresh water is coming into the irrigation system. At the same time, we are also providing fresh drinking water for the farmers in Maipuni. And since then, the president has instructed that we provide a black tank to each home in that area, so that whenever we have rainfall, or we can help them to fill the tank. So by next week, we will deliver on that commitment that the president has instructed us to.
In 2023, Guyana exported 373,000 metric tons of rice and rice products to markets overseas, earning for Guyana just over $210.5 million US dollars, more than $15 million US dollars over export earnings for the corresponding period in 2022.
Yeah, we have new markets. As I said, we had new markets, some market in Africa last year. Sierra Leone was a new market that we had, and we have some new markets in Europe. And you know, with the reduction of export from India, we'll have a lot of requests coming to Guyana, where people will need to fill those markets that India would have supplied rice to. So our demands will be more, especially in Europe and some places in North America.